You're watching K34QB, Vail, Colorado.
Welcome to this Saturday edition of Good Morning Vail. Now it's fall outside and sunshiny and beautiful, but winter is right around the corner. Head to the Dobson Ice Arena. We're going to be talking to them all about the ski and snowboard swap. And we sat down with the cutest Cub Scouts around that are going to be doing a pumpkin festival of sorts. You'll learn all about it, and it starts tomorrow. So sit back, grab that cup of coffee first, sit back, because Good Morning Vail starts right now.
Things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Hey, it's your boy, Nephew Tommy, your host for an all-new season of Black College Quiz, where the nation's best and brightest display their knowledge of Black history and culture while competing for prizes and scholarships. So get ready to see HBCU Nation take the academic field. Black College Quiz! BCQ! Black College Quiz! BCQ! Black College Quiz! BCQ! Yeah, man.
You know TV8 Vail has great local content, but did you know about our production services? Hire an expert to develop your website reel, commercials, live stream events, studio production, and more. If you can dream it, we can help you do it. TV8 delivers high-quality content in both English and Spanish. Contact us today to discuss your next project. Email Danielle at tv8vail.com or call 970-628-9881.
This show looks at anything that has an engine and a story told by the owners. This is a scooter. Have you had it the whole time?
I have not. It's actually the third time I've owned the car.
Sell, regret, sell, regret. To the actual prototype GT40, I got to sit in that car.
Oh, I gotta give me one of these, man.
We've got all the muscle, the speed, and the stories.
I got stage 4 cancer. A bunch of friends came together and decided if this thing needed to get done then. A lot of friends came together and made this thing happen.
Hey, if it has an engine and a story, you're gonna hear about it on rides.
Almost every vehicle, doesn't matter what walk of life you're from, there's some tie to your past.
Welcome to Hiring America, the television program that helps veterans find jobs and transition back into civilian life. Hi everyone, I'm Gigi Stone Woods. I'm truly honored to host this vital program. Reach out to the opportunities you see on this program by logging onto our website, hiringamerica.net, and by following us on social networking sites such as Twitter. We'll keep that information available throughout the broadcast and on our website 24/7. Now, let's get down to business.
For the latest and greatest trends in pop entertainment, Popstar Today brings you compelling celebrity lifestyle stories that matter most to you. From movies, music, TV, and streaming shows, to fashion, social media influencers, and the latest on who is seeing who. Join host Elizabeth Stanton as she digs deep and dives in. This is Popstar Today.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to the show. Now, I'm very excited to talk to Ryan Richards, the Bunkhouse. How are you doing? Of Minturn, I should say. Bunkhouse of Minturn. How are you doing, Ryan?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm very good. Very excited to hear about the Bunkhouse because I've heard a lot about it, and I want to hear how it came to be, what your thought process was there. How did it start? How did the Bunkhouse start out?
Yeah, it started after the Great Recession, and during that time when Vail Resorts came out with the Epic Pass,
Okay.
their vision and mission, from my understanding, was to make the sport more inclusive, where historically the sport has been exclusive based on cost.
True.
And,
yeah.
you know, all of the expenses that come with that sport. And when the Epic Pass came out, it was around $500.
Oh my goodness.
And it was just, it became so much more inclusive
Right.
to skiers and snowboarders who have not historically been able to enjoy the sport. And I noticed that a lot of the younger generation was buying a ski pass.
Right.
And of course, we know I-70
Yes.
has been a cluster.
Yes.
Well, it wasn't like that in the early 2000s when I moved here, and that's how the Bunkhouse came to pass, recognizing that there were people across broad socioeconomic boundaries, and it became more inclusive. And so we recognized, my business partners, that they didn't have a place to stay. They weren't staying at the Four Seasons or the Ritz-Carlton or the Sebastian or the Sun and
And there was a need there that no one was really, okay, that's so cool. That's
Yep.
really, and why Minturn?
Minturn, it was really a stroke of luck
Okay.
on how it happened. We were looking at Edwards, Vail, Avon,
yeah.
and some of it was cost prohibitive, but the biggest challenge was parking.
Oh, okay.
Was
Yep.
parking based on zoning and just the lack of infrastructure to have parking. And as the zoning was at the time,
Yeah.
you needed a parking spot per room or per bed.
Yes.
And most of the commercial locations that we looked at didn't have enough parking.
That's so
And it just so
interesting.
came to pass that the Union Pacific Railroad that owns the dirt lot at the end of Minturn,
Yeah.
we could lease spots from the town. And given that it was its own incorporation,
Yeah.
it was a little bit easier to convince the town council to let us do such a project.
Well, and I was going to say, what a beautiful spot, because Minturn is stunning. It's become such a hip space, and it's where the Bunkhouse is gorgeous. I mean, you can't get much better. The views are amazing.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's absolutely stunning. So it was a win-win pretty much for you. And
Yes.
how long has the Bunkhouse been here?
8 years.
8 years. Okay. And what have you seen throughout those 8 years? Have you, because I know a lot has happened, obviously, in 8 years in our society. But
Yeah. Well, I think the first thing that we saw is how welcoming the community's been to it.
Awesome.
When we went through the process with planning and zoning in Minturn and then the town council, it was a struggle.
Okay.
At first, it was very frowned upon. Nobody had done this before.
Okay.
And there was a lot of pushback from the community based on what type of guest was going to stay there.
That's interesting because I would have never thought of that, but it makes sense.
Yeah, and originally they put a sunset clause on the conditions of how we were going to perform the first year, and we performed flawlessly.
Awesome. Okay.
We have really strict standards and guidelines on how we operate the business.
Cool.
So that's been something that's been interesting, but the biggest change and shift that we saw was when the pandemic happened.
Mm-hmm.
We had government regulations that shut us down,
Okay.
and we had to pivot. Our occupancy was in the toilet.
That's
And so we actually converted for a time to short-term employee housing, and we still actually have a little bit of a mix of that.
That's cool to know. I mean, that's a really big thing. And because when you hear the word hostel, I have been all over Europe and stayed in hostels that I loved. And I wonder what is that some people just automatically think that's going to be not something, like you said, getting pushback, because I've never felt like that.
Yeah, I don't know where the pushback really.
Yeah.
I think it's just because it's something new. It's just like electric
you don't
vehicles,
know, right.
Right. Look at the electric vehicles haven't taken the market by storm because
Right.
consumers are
Scared.
They're
or get
scared
nervous.
to change.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think it was a similar
Kind of
idea.
feeling.
Yeah.
Okay. That
But
makes sense.
But we really pride ourselves on running the business effectively through cleanliness. Anytime you walk in there,
Yeah.
it is absolutely clean.
I've heard all of this, to be quite honest with you.
We do not allow guests to bring their own linen in.
Okay.
And we also have full-time staff that lives on property.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
all of the staff, they get free housing in exchange for one day of
Oh,
work.
wow.
So it's an environment where they work one day a week,
Yeah.
they get free housing, so then they have 6 other days a week to recreate and work a paying job.
That's awesome.
And we have really, really high standards
Right.
for how we operate. It's always clean, it's always
yeah.
safe, and it's a community where single travelers mostly,
Right.
or solo travelers that otherwise wouldn't stay in a hotel room because of
Yes.
cost, they get to find a community to connect.
I love that. And that's such a powerful point, and I love that you said that as well. Even if you're not single, but you're traveling solo, like you
Right.
said, or you're single, you want to have that safe space and to meet other like-minded people and maybe not always just go to the bar down the street, go and meet people that share traveling interests, hiking, maybe going to the bar. It's all kind of thrown in there together. I love that.
Yeah, and with that being said, talking about the solo traveler, that was one of the demographics that we identified early on.
Okay.
And a matter of fact, earlier this summer, I made a connection with a woman, Raylene Wooden,
Okay.
who started Mountain Connect. Raylene lives in Carlsbad, California, and I had reached out on this Facebook group, and
Yeah.
her whole vision and mission is to bring skiers and snowboarders together in community.
Love it.
And when I met Raylene, we created an ambassadorship, and now we're officially hosting buyouts at the bunkhouse for skiers and snowboarders
So
or other
cool.
mountain adventurers
Yeah.
to come in a safe place
Yeah.
and to connect and find community.
I love that.
Yeah, and we actually had our first event the weekend of August 23rd, where we had 15 individuals that came from all over the country. They stayed.
So cool.
We had mountain biking and paddle boarding and
I'm so mad I missed out on that.
well, there's going to be more events,
Cool.
and we're going to do a buyout in December, the first week in December.
Okay, that's awesome. And how can people find more information if they're interested in that before we talk about everything with your the bunkhouse? Is that going to be on a website?
Yeah,
or?
we post it through Mountain Connect's
Okay.
Facebook site.
Okay.
And then also on vailbunkhouse.com.
That's so cool. That's awesome. And speaking of, I love skiing. I talk about it nonstop. Everyone gets a little annoyed here, but I think that's so brilliant for people. I'm on a bunch of group chats with skiers, snowboarders, knowing they can come to Vail and they don't have to even crash at someone's house, because I feel like a lot of times people feel they're being intrusive, or they feel like they're bothersome. And here's a great way that you can have your own space, meet new people, and get to go ride the mountain. That's amazing.
It's amazing.
That is so. And can I ask you price points, or is that all on the website?
It's on the website,
Okay.
but it all fluctuates based on supply and demand.
Right.
Typically in the summertime, it'll range from $50 to $75 a night for a bunk.
That's amazing.
And then in the winter times, we'll get over $100. And of course, the prices have gone up. We
Right.
have increased them just because of the
Right.
inflation that
Yeah.
we're
Oh, I
all
get it.
suffering from.
Yes.
So but we still, and that was the vision behind the bunkhouse, is spend money on cool adventures,
You're right.
not expensive hotels.
Love it. As I've gotten older, I've gotten into that vibe more and more, because I want to have the memories and not just the 7 hours I'm spending sleeping at the hotel, because I'm someone that wants to go do. I don't want to just sit at the hotel, and so that's neat. You get to meet people, be there and sleep, and go spend money on adventures too.
Yeah.
That's neat. Let me ask you, are you able to bring in animals to the bunkhouse at all, or is that?
You cannot.
Okay.
And here's
no,
why.
that's a good thing to, yeah.
We have a mascot, Diamond.
Oh.
My partner has a dog
Yes.
that lives on property.
Okay.
She's an American Terrier Pit Bull. And she is well trained,
Love.
and she is so lovely.
So if you're missing your animal, you get to have Diamond.
Yeah, but,
and hang out.
but Diamond doesn't get along with other dogs.
No, I get that.
At times, but
Right.
she is amazing, and she lives on property.
Well, I love that. So if you're missing your pup, then you can play with Diamond and just get your fill. That is so neat. So does the bunkhouse during kind of this season we're coming upon during mud season, is it still going through mud season, or do you close for a little bit?
We don't close.
Okay.
We will close a week in May.
Okay.
After the winter season, but in the fall season, we're still open for business.
Awesome. So like all the leaf peepers out there that want to come up from Denver. I'm excited. Now I have somewhere to tell my friends, because so often they'll want to come up, and I love that they want to stay with me, but sometimes it's not, you know, and I'll be like, I have a place for you. That is so brilliant. That's so neat. So where can everyone go and get more information about the bunkhouse?
VailBunkhouse.com, obviously through Google, and we have an Instagram account, the Bunkhouse. And we're on Facebook.
Awesome.
It's pretty easy to find.
I'm very excited. I have had many friends stay there, so I know all the good stuff about it, but that's brilliant. Maybe I need a staycation one night. I'll leave with the dogs in Edwards and come on.
That's good.
Go to Minturn.
That's good. You should.
Thank you so much for sharing with us everything, and we're excited to check out the bunkhouse even more.
Well, thank you for having me.
Of course. And keep it right here. We have more of the show to come.
Good morning, Vail.
Next up, we've got a special duo from two of the best voices in the bluegrass and country genres.
We know you're going to love this one from Melanie Cannon and Willie Nelson. Here's Back to Earth.
And the songs our love created, I still sing. And every night we make the rafters ring.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Welcome to Nantucket Rope Bracelets. All of our stylish bracelets are handmade in our Nantucket workshop, using only the best non-shrinking line with soft, flexible finish. Find us at NantucketRopeBracelets.com and order your beautiful piece from Nantucket today.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to this Saturday edition of Good Morning Vail. Now, I don't know if it gets much cuter than this. I got to sit down and talk to not one, not two, but 3 Cub Scouts. Let's take a look. Welcome back to the show. I am very excited. I have a Cub Scout pack.
229.
Thank you guys. Let's say that again. 229 with me, and we are going to talk all about the Eagle Ranch Pumpkin Patch today. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Guys and girls doing? How is everyone doing?
Good. Awesome.
All right, so we have Cub Scout leader Molly with us today. How are you, Molly?
I'm great, thank you.
Awesome. And then what is your name?
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. What's your name?
Booker.
Booker and?
Eli.
Eli. And you guys are all part of this awesome Cub Scout group. And I heard that you came in today to share with us a little bit about, you're so excited, an awesome pumpkin patch that you guys are gonna, well, explain to me. Are you guys helping run it? Are we raising money for the Cub Scouts? What are we doing?
We're raising money for Cub Scouts.
Awesome. Okay, so explain to me where this pumpkin patch is located.
At the Wooden Park. The Wooden Park in Eagle.
The Wooden Park in Eagle. Is that right, Molly?
Otherwise known as the Brush Creek Park.
The
That's right.
Brush Creek Park. That is awesome. And I heard that it's going to be this Sunday.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, and it's from, let's see, we have this Sunday from 10 to 2.
10 to 2.
2 p.m. And tell me what makes this so special. What are we excited about
We're
this?
raising money, and it's very fun because we have bouncy castles, we've got hot dogs, we've got a bake sale.
We have bouncy castle, hot dogs, bake sale. Oh my, that's a lot. That's awesome. Yeah, what were you gonna say?
We have a huge
huge rock climbing wall.
A rock climbing wall. I heard about this, and that is from the Eagle climbing, is that correct?
Yes.
That is so cool. And then can you guys tell me what the money goes to? I'm assuming we can get pumpkins too.
It goes to
it goes
like buy
to,
uniforms.
Yeah.
And we
And it
sell
also,
popcorn.
Okay.
And it
I think it
also
helps
goes
by
to
that.
our fun activities like going to the Denver Aquarium, going camping,
That is so
doing
cool.
the pumpkin patch.
So you really want everyone to come out, get
Yes.
pumpkins,
Yeah.
go on the bouncy houses, get hot dogs. What else did you say was it? The climbing wall?
There's
The
a bake
drinks.
sale.
Climbing wall!
Climbing wall. Oh,
There's
good
a
job.
bake sale.
As well.
Mhm.
That's so neat. And Molly, can you give us a little bit of information about this? Is this the first time around? Have we done this for years?
No,
Years.
the Eagle Ranch Pumpkin Patch has actually been going on for nearly 18 years.
Oh, wow, okay.
the Cub Scouts have recently been hosting it for probably about the last 5 to 7 years or so.
Okay.
That the Cub Scouts have been hosting it and
That's so cool.
becoming a great fundraiser for them.
So wait, you guys get to go Sunday, you're hosting it, and you're making money to help you with the Cub Scouts.
Yes.
That is so cool. Can you explain to me, because we talked a little bit about your uniforms, and I know one thing that you said was that you're going to raise money to help you get your uniforms. What differentiates you guys? Can you explain that to me? As far as like your little, what you told me about the
So,
grades?
First grade through third grade gets blue uniforms like this one.
Okay.
But fourth and fifth graders get tan.
That's awesome. That is so neat. And what do you guys love the most about Cub Scouts? What are some of your favorite things? Yeah.
Our fun activities.
Your fun activities like the pumpkin festival that we're doing?
The pumpkin patch, the sleepover at the Denver Aquarium.
Oh, I would love
the
that.
camping.
That's so neat. Those are
Rocket
just
launch.
something. What did you say?
There's a rocket launch.
Oh, that's cool. So these are, oh yes. I love that you're raising your hand.
The
Thank you.
Pinewood Derby.
What is that?
We get to race cars that we make on our own.
That's really neat. Oh, yeah, you guys are so well behaved. Thank you for raising your hands.
We have boat races too.
Boat races.
I
Where?
forgot what they're
Rain Gutter Regatta.
Yeah.
That is
yeah.
So you guys, it seems like you're all really close to a lot of your friends. Are you all involved in the Cub Scouts?
Yes. I'm his friend. Like I'm his best.
You can also like if you think someone would be really good to join Cub Scouts,
Yeah.
you can try to recruit them.
Oh, can you explain to me a little bit about that? So if you have a buddy, a friend, a girl or a boy that are interested, what do you do? How do you recruit them?
So you can ask your parent to tell my mom.
I love that.
To
Your mom is Molly, right?
yeah.
The leader. That's so neat.
To
Give information, maybe.
They're also
I love that. And Molly, can you explain to us how that works a little
Yeah,
bit?
sure. Yeah, so if anyone's interested in joining Cub Scouts, we have our own website, pack229.org.
Okay.
Or we also, you can directly sign up through beascout.com or .org, I think,
Okay.
is a direct way to sign up with Cub Scouts. It's pretty easy search on the internet.
And it's so neat to see how excited you guys are, because sometimes I feel like when, you know, you're growing up, your mom or dad or both are like, let's do this. And you're kind of like, eh. It seems like you guys really want to be in this. So you love it.
And if you do recruit someone, you get a recruiter badge like this.
Wow. Am I too old? Am I not allowed to be recruited?
You are too old.
Dang it.
You can be.
I love it.
You can be a den leader though.
Oh, there.
you go.
You guys are awesome. And so let's talk more about this Sunday. This Sunday from 10 to 2.
Yes.
Can we tell us one more time where it is?
At the wooden
Brush Creek Park.
Good job.
Brush
Okay. And all the things, we can go get pumpkins.
Yes.
We
We
can
can go on bouncy
houses.
We can go to the bake sale.
Yes.
We can climb.
We can climb.
I love this.
We can eat hot dogs.
And are there going to be the police
can
and
drink.
firefighters there as well? Is that something that
Yeah, the ambulances and firefighters.
That's
and police.
really
There's also
All the
stores
first
too.
responders.
Oh, really? Okay. And
There's
some
also going to
stores-
be face painting
and Dewey Dabbles?
art by Dewey
Yes.
Dabbles, right?
That is awesome. You guys, I'm excited. So anyone can go?
Yes.
And all the money goes to help you guys.
Yes.
Not all of it.
Not all of it.
Only the ones for the drink, the bake sale, and the hot dogs.
Okay, so that's good to know too. And it's Cub Scout Pack
229.
229. I love it. Before we go, can you guys tell me one last time what your favorite thing about being a Cub Scout is? Yeah.
I like spending time with people.
I love that. Your friends and your mom. How lucky are you? That's awesome. What about you, Molly? What do you love about being a leader for the Cub Scouts?
It's pretty cool to watch these kids grow over the years and learn all of these life skills that Cub Scouts really teaches them. It's pretty cool to watch it evolve over the years.
They have no fear. I feel like they should get a patch or whatever for coming on TV. Good Morning Vail, TV8. You guys are awesome.
Yeah. Great idea.
What about you?
I like hanging out with my mommy
I
and my
love-
friends.
That's awesome. And yes?
I like that we get to use pocket knives.
Oh, really?
Pocket knives.
Wait, what do you use the pocket knives for?
Well,
We go
get to
camping at
get
the end
them
of
in the
the
middle
year.
of the year as bears.
Okay.
And we
Do they
get
help
to
with camping?
and we get to learn how to use them, and we get to learn how to whittle, and
That's
We get to learn how to
choose
use them
what's
as
on
safety.
Be
Yeah,
safe.
that'd be very
and we
safe.
get to
That's
learn how
important.
to use what's on them, and we
You're just very excited
Have
about all of
fun.
it. You have fun. I can tell you guys have a
We
lot
have
of fun.
fun.
You do have fun. And what my last question to you guys is, what are the age group? What is the level, the highest that you said?
Oh, 5th grade.
Is it
Fifth grade,
fifth grade?
through kinder.
So
It's
kindergarten
kinder
through fifth?
through-
Kindergarten through fifth
fifth.
grade is Cub Scouts, and then
Okay.
in sixth grade they move on to be Boy Scouts.
That's what I was wondering. Okay, that is awesome. So do we think that,
Can I move
is everyone going to continue on, do we think?
yes,
Yeah.
We're into it?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so guys, tell everyone watching right now what they should do this Sunday.
Go
sign
to
up.
the
Go to the pumpkin patch.
We hope to see
Bravo
you
if
there.
you do.
Yes, this Sunday from 10 to 2. It's going to be an awesome time. I can't wait. Thank you guys so much for coming. I really enjoyed you guys. Thank you. Will you come back on sometime?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah? Cool. And
love
thank you
to.
so much, Molly, for doing everything
Thank
that you do.
you.
Of course.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And keep it right here. We have more of the show to come.
Good morning, Vail.
Coming up this season on Ready, Set, Renovate, we see one couple fall in love with a waterfront fixer-upper.
Just it sort of wrapped its arms around us and said, "You want me," and we did.
And watch as another battles over the budget.
We're trying to look through and see where we can trim at this point.
Are you looking to trim it, Ginger?
No.
No.
Construction pros show us the right way to renovate.
Well, we had to do a roof over. We had to hand build a lot of the trusses.
As we're putting the thin set down, the self-leveler has a little clip that clips up underneath the edge of the tile.
Coming at you from around the world. The biggest names in sports, entertainment, and business.
Here we go.
Yeah, there's no way.
Exclusive access and one-on-one conversations.
Yeah, you guys really did some deep research.
I don't think we should give him any more information.
In depth with Graham Bensinger.
Daily Flash.
A
I'm Andrea Jackson.
I'm Mitch English, welcoming you to
Mitch English and Andrea Jackson have co-hosted together for over a decade. And now, only on Daily Flash, they serve up a fast, fun, fresh perspective on the day's trending news and entertainment. Daily Flash offers the latest in pop news, celebrity gossip, fashion, health, wellness, and even some unscripted, irreverent, who knows what's next fun. Daily Flash with Mitch English and Andrea Jackson. Trending news and entertainment.
Think Big features top kid inventors who face off against each other to see who can come up with the most innovative and creative invention. In Think Big, kids acquire and showcase their skills in creativity, science, marketing, design, and don't forget, teamwork. Check your local listings and watch the world's most innovative kids. They create and invent new toys, games, websites, and new modes of transportation. Tune in to Think Big.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to the show. Now, you know I'm excited because ski season is right around the corner. And if you haven't gone yet, head down over wherever you're coming from to the Dobson Ice Arena and get your Vail ski and snowboard swap on and make sure to check it out. Let's take a look.
It's October. I think I can safely say that winter is coming, and one thing to get us excited is the upcoming Vail Ski and Snowboard Swap happening this weekend. To get all of your gear, and joining us now as part of the Ski Pros is, oh man, jeez, oh God, Julian Richardson. Julian, so sorry, man.
Oh, hey, no, not a problem at all. I'm happy to be here. Thanks for having me, Ross.
Julian, so yeah, this is exciting. We're talking winter gear with Ski Pros, your website, and also the swap coming up. Where do you want to start here?
Yeah, well, let's just start with the swap. It's coming up this weekend, and you know, I'm excited to be up there. I'm excited that we're gonna beat it all here, ready to go. And I've been a part of the Vail Ski Swap just from the Ski Pro side of things for the past 7 or 8 years myself, and it's one of my highlights of the season, one of the things I look forward to the most every year, and so I'm getting pretty excited about it.
Yeah, it's a great time, and it takes over the Dobson Ice Arena. It is just packed with gear, jackets, skis, snowboards, goggles, everything you need. How's the gear looking this year? It's some new, some old, but what can people expect from the event this year?
Yeah, great question. We have a great selection of gear. It's probably one of the best that we've had in a long time. Lots of stuff is brand new. Lots of stuff just from the previous season as well. So there's skis, snowboards, goggles, gloves, everything you need to get yourself down the mountain. Really, we're gonna have just about all of the things. And I would say that there is a good chunk of stuff that will be sold on consignment from people in the Vail area. And if anybody's interested, we will be taking in consignment gear from 12 o'clock to 4 o'clock on Thursday afternoon as well. So you come on by with anything you'd like to sell, and we'll be able to help offer a price that you may want to sell it for. And if you're shopping, especially for kids or for anybody that's growing that you don't want to spend a whole lot of money on, there's a bunch of used things that are going to be there as an offering for just about anybody in the area too.
Yeah, kind of best of both worlds. You can unload some old gear and get some new gear if you'd like. And the best part, right, Julian, it's all free. You just need to sign up and get a ticket.
Absolutely. Yep. You just need to sign up online at Eventbrite and get a ticket. But even if you show up, we'd be able to get you in there. You can sign up at the door as well. Yeah, it's all free, no problem at all.
And then take me through the days that it's happening and what happens each day with the prices.
Yeah, great question there. So on Friday night, we will be opening we'll be opening at 5 o'clock. We'll be open from 5 to 9. That's usually the best time to come for any of the used gear, any of the things that you have a specific idea that you're looking for, maybe some AT skis or maybe a split board that we only brought a few of. That's a great time to come by. And it's usually the busiest time. For the 4 hours that we're open, it is just a madhouse in there. And then on Saturday, we'll be open 11 to 6. And then on Sunday, we'll be open 11 to 3. So, yeah.
Yeah, so try to get in those early days if you know you really want something or you really need something. Stuff will kind of fly off the shelves there. But Dobson is packed with gear. There'll be plenty of stuff through the weekend. Julian, what else should people know about this this event coming up, the swap this weekend? And where does some of the money go that's raised?
Yeah, the money goes to the Vail Ski Club. And I guess what you need to know is it's a fun place to be. I just think it's a great way to kick off the season every year, and help people know that fall is here and winter is coming.
Definitely. And it's one of those things, like, if you missed the deals at the end of last winter, this is your chance here to get some great deals going into this winter. Julian, speaking of gear, what's going on this kind of coming winter in the gear world?
That's a great question too. One of the biggest things I've noticed in the trends of skiing and snowboarding is on the snowboard side of things, the evolution of the step-on binding and how that's transformed from, what it was, the original version of it in the early 2000s, when it went away for a long time, to Burton's version of it the past couple years, 5-6 years ago, to now the entire industry is kind of morphing towards this idea of the notion of being able to get in and out of your binding very easily. And there's brands that are making step-on bindings that actually don't even require a step-on boot anymore. Wow. It's one of the more exciting things that's kind of going on in the industry now. And while there won't be any step-on stuff at this swap, there's always stuff going on, and new gear to be had if you go log on to our website at skipro.com.
Julian, I love this topic. What is your take on step-ons? Like, have you ridden them? Or do you recommend them? What's your take? I've been a little hesitant myself, but I think the technology's there now, so it's worth trying. But what is your professional take on step-ons?
Yeah, my professional take is that it really depends on the rider that's going to be using it. So if you're somebody that snowboards, 5 to 10 times a year, and you really just want to be able to keep up with your friends that are skiing all the time, and you're just cruising down the hill, and you're mostly doing blues, the occasional blacks, and it's not necessarily getting into the trees at all, just staying on the groomers. It's a fine binding for you. It's super easy to get in, super easy to get out. But as you start to get more and more technical with your riding, and you want to get into deeper snow, you want to get into making a lot of better turns, sharper turns, and you need the response from a binding that you're not necessarily going to get from a step-on, then you want to shift towards something that's going to have really more of a toe strap and an ankle strap that's going to help keep you secure to the binding. And that's where the company is called Nidecker, and they've started to make this binding called the Supermatic that has really become this best of both worlds. You can put any boot in there. It's an evolution of the old flow binding, but the entire high back and the ankle strap and toe strap lift so that you can step your entire foot in, step down, and it all cinches down all at once. So you get the security of a traditional binding and the ease of use of a step-on.
Yeah, it's kind of fascinating in a sport, an industry that doesn't really evolve super fast, right? Like the technology's been kind of the same, but this step-on is kind of that crux of what's coming next. And really kudos to those companies that are pushing it forward. But like you said, I'm a big tree rider, and it's the last thing I want to do is kind of lose a foot there. Julian, thanks so much for joining us. I could talk snowboarding with you all day. Anything else I should ask you? Anything else people should know about the swap coming up this weekend?
Yeah, if there's any questions or any concerns at all, just go to the avalanchesale.com or skipro.com, and you can find a lot of the information there. I'll be there personally myself Thursday through Sunday, and come on by anytime, and we'll be happy to see everybody.
Awesome. Julian, so sorry for the way this interview started, but I feel much better the way it's ending. Good luck out there this weekend getting all that gear into Dobson, and have a great weekend out there, and we'll be on snow in no time here.
Awesome. Great to see you, Ross. Thank you so much for having me.
No worries. All right, we will be right back with the rest of the show.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome to Street Magic. I'm Elizabeth Stanton with some of the most terrifying stunts, extraordinary extreme escapes, and the most amazing cutting-edge magicians you'll ever see in one show. Get ready to have your mind turned inside out. The hand is definitely quicker than the eye.
It's fake!
I'm Amy Goodman, host of Democracy Now! Our independent news hour offers diverse perspectives and unique opinions, often unheard in the mainstream media, live as the news unfolds. Tune in for Democracy Now!, the War and Peace Report, weekday mornings at 9 and evenings at 6 on TV8 Vail, Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you on Channel 92.
Experience the beauty of fall on the rails of the Leadville Railroad. Take in the cool mountain breeze as you climb to 11,000 feet to watch the vibrant reds, oranges, and golds of fall come alive. Enjoy delicious hot beverages, learn some history, and relax with family and friends. Create fall memories in the heart of the Rocky Mountains. Offering daily trips, the weekend specials sell out fast. To secure your seat, book today at leadvillerailroad.com.
Welcome back to this Saturday edition of Good Morning Vail. I'm so happy you're joining us today. Now, I'm so grateful to live in this valley, and there's so many really cool things going on, like the Vail Symposium. Let's take a look.
Good morning, Vail.
Well, not only are we known for our incredible nature and outdoor activities, but we're also known for so much more. I've got the Executive Director, James Kenley, of our Vail Symposium here today to talk about all things that are happening in the month of October and beyond. James, how are you?
I'm doing well. Under-caffeinated, but doing really well. How are you?
You know, I think we were talking about that in the commercial break, that there was a lot of energy happening. And we are excited because there's a lot of energy coming to the Valley this month with Vail Symposium. So where do you want to start? So many incredible events happening.
There is, yeah. It was a busy summer, and we still have 5 programs to go. So I know summer feels like it's winding down, but our summer season doesn't stop until October 30th.
Well, I'd say based on the weather temperatures for today and the next 5, summer's not over yet.
No, guys, these afternoons have been gorgeous.
It has been.
Yeah, it's been really fun. I should mention this Saturday.
Okay.
We're 1 month from the election,
Yep.
and we have David Gregory.
Okay.
who is a former chief White House correspondent for NBC, second host of Meet the Press. And he's talking about the presidential election and media responsibility.
Wow.
So for folks who watched the debate last night or the other debate or who are following the news at all, hopefully this is an interesting topic for folks.
I'm sure it will be. Definitely a heated one.
On a lighter note, on October 9th and 10th, we've got a husband and wife team. And on the 9th, Dr. Denise Warden is talking about the brain-gut immune connection.
Okay.
And this is an interactive program. We're going to learn about our own biomes and our own neurobiology. And then on the 10th, Barry Goldstein, who's a Grammy Award winner, is doing biohacking the brain with music, sound, and vibration.
Well, I find that so interesting because that's such a trending topic right now is biohacking, you know, with the release of red light therapy and sauna and heat and you know, the brain-gut connection. It's
so
gonna be
his
interesting.
is binaural beats. So it's using frequencies to change your brain chemistry, to change your mood, to, you know, we were just talking about being under-caffeinated. Some of us rely on caffeine every morning and Barry relies on frequency. It's a really cool thing.
That is really cool. You know, earlier this year, I had the opportunity to be treated by Dr. Palick with sound wave vibrations and things like that for my knee injury. And so I imagine this is just going to be a really interesting extension of that topic.
Yeah, we're going to go down the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
And it's going to be interactive and lots of music being played so we can experience what this is really like.
I think it's good for everybody to kind of get out of their heads and into their bodies.
Yeah.
That's great. And so that is on October 10th?
October 9th and 10th.
Okay.
Yeah, back-to-back nights. So brain, gut, immune on the 9th, and then biohacking the brain with music on the 10th.
So the health-focused conversations
Indeed.
are stacked on the 9th and the 10th.
They are.
That's wonderful. And then we've got the political conversation happening
That's this Saturday. Yep.
Okay.
And then the other two that are on the docket are both special programs. One that the community will be very familiar with, and one maybe not.
Okay.
So on October 18th, Vail Symposium has partnered with Students Shoulder to Shoulder for their Ethical Leadership Forum. And this is a different format. So from 11 a.m. to 1:30, we're doing a program that'll feature Dr. Karambu Ringera, who's from Kenya.
Okay.
She's the founder of the International Peace Initiatives. Remarkable woman, incredible story. And then she'll do a talk. And then we'll hear from Richard Lackey, who's the founding CEO of the World Food Bank.
Wow.
And so he's dealing with the food industry, supply chain, soil health, disaster relief, and playing into the local economics around food shortages around the world. Fascinating guy, fascinating work. So there's a little bit of kind of one way we're going to learn some things. And then we've got an interactive lunch.
Okay.
So Jeffersonian style, for fans of the symposium, you've seen Clay Jenkinson with us as Thomas Jefferson. Jefferson was famous for these small dinners with one conversation happening throughout the whole meal. And this is what we'll do in small groups to digest the talk we've just had. And then we'll come back as a group for a Q&A, an interactive Q&A with Dr. Ringera and Richard Lackey. So that's October 18th. Lunch is included in the ticket. I think really fun opportunity to learn a little bit and really engage with fellow community members. And then on October 30th, we'll wrap our summer season with State of the Valley. So this is our annual opportunity to hear from the various sector leaders and really get a sense of the year that's just happened and take a look forward at the year to come.
Well, that's great. So I want to go back to this World Bank luncheon. So how did you partner with Students Shoulder to Shoulder, and how did you get involved in making this wonderful event happen?
Yeah, this is our small town at its finest. So the gentleman who founded that organization is Bob Bandoni. Bob and I coach soccer together.
I love the connection.
And I'm a Bates College grad, and his whole family, his wife and daughters are all Batesies. But Bob and I are kindred spirits, and I just love spending time with him. And we've always kind of hoped for some opportunity to partner together. And we both presented to the town of Vail, the Commission on Special Events, and they said, hey, you guys ought to do something together. And we thought, that's all the encouragement we need. We're in. We're doing this. This is going to be great.
Got the official stamp of approval.
So the Ethical Leadership Forum has happened for years, really focused on the Students Shoulder to Shoulder network. And our partnership opens this keynote talk up to the community. So we're the kind of path for the public to come in and experience these unbelievable intellects and have an opportunity to interact with some of the students that have traveled abroad, with some of the NGO leaders from around the world, business leaders from around our region and also from around the country.
Well, I think it's going to definitely be a great conversation about what's happening all over the world, but specifically, we've had a lot of disaster relief happening here domestically as well. So I'm sure that's going to be a really sensitive and meaningful conversation outside of just the norm. Absolutely.
Yeah, right on. Thank you.
So State of the Valley.
Yeah.
That's the end of the month. Do you have any highlights, anything you want to talk about, any teasers you can tell us about that event?
Well, this program, we partner with the Vail Valley Partnership with Chris Romer and his awesome team over there. So we'll hear from the schools, we'll hear at the county level, we'll hear from Vail Resorts. This year we'll hear from hospitality as a part of this conversation. We're so in our world at the symposium. We were talking, I'm so excited to hear about Space Gal later in the program. We did a space program on your birthday, July 8th, with a guy who walked on the moon named Charlie Duke. We've had a really fun year. We've loved partnering. We've partnered with Bravo, who I know you're speaking with later, and so many other organizations in the community. This feels like it's been a re-energized year for not just us at the symposium, but for the Vail Valley, for the Eagle River Valley. It feels like life has been back in some ways, and we're just coming off of a lot of headlines related to our schools, threats to our schools, and so it's not all bright eyes and bushy tails necessarily, but for us. In our family, in our little world at the symposium, we feel so grateful to be here and to be able to contribute to this community. And so I'm excited for this program to celebrate the successes all around and try to focus our collective energy on some of the things that we need to work on in 2025.
Absolutely. Now, without providing bias, do you have an event that you're particularly excited about that's coming up this month? They're all so incredible. I'm a big fan of biohacking.
I was going to say, I think that's...
also the World Food Bank. How can you pick?
Yeah, so we get to be the Valley Geeks, right? We're Bravo's does classical orchestral music. We have the dance festival. We've got all these incredible cultural threads, and we get to be the geeks. So we're equal opportunity geeks. We love all of them. I'll do a plug for that one. I think Barry Goldstein, having a Grammy winner come into the Valley, an interactive session to biohack your brain. What a cool thing to do.
It's so unique. It's so unique to the Valley. It really is, and that sounds like such a fun event, so I definitely encourage people to get out. Do you have to buy tickets ahead of time? Tell me how they can make sure that they show up.
Yeah, vailsymposium.org is your spot for all things Vail Symposium. Our winter calendar is coming shortly, not quite ready yet. But yeah, tickets are available online and also at the door. So feel free to just show up. That's no problem for us. And everyone is welcome.
Wonderful. Well, James, always great to chat with you.
It's so good to
Exciting
see you.
stuff happening.
I know.
It may be the last summer month, quote unquote, but you've got a lot jam-packed in it.
And winter is coming. We've got another 15, 20 programs coming this winter.
Winter is coming. Now, James, thanks for joining us today on the couch.
Thank you so much.
And I'm excited for you and your busy month ahead.
Well, we love being here. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Absolutely. Now, stay tuned. We've got a lot happening on the rest of our show. As we mentioned, Bravo Vail is joining us. We're taking a look at the Snow Sports Museum and beyond. We'll be right back after this break.
Good morning, Vail.
This is Necklace. This easy-to-use, non-surgical alternative improves the appearance of sagging skin around your neck and jawline. Made from medical-grade tape, Necklace lasts up to 10 hours, giving you a firmer, smoother look all day long.
This is the one that works.
Starting on one side, peel off to expose adhesive and affix it beneath your earlobe. Stretch the strip around the back of your neck until it reaches the other side. Remove the white backing from the other end of the strip and attach under the other earlobe. Go ahead and take your hair down.
Wow, look at that! Necklace really is the one that works.
Women everywhere are thrilled with the results.
Necklace is my time machine and I'm loving life again.
Necklace is way better than surgery. It's cheaper and it's easier.
Oh wow, to fight 6 years off in here.
Well, I like it. It's like a mini facelift.
Oh, it totally works.
Think I need a box or two.
Use the on-screen QR code or visit sagnomore.com to order now. We even give you a money-back guarantee. Try Necklace today.
There's more for you on 92. Serving the local community 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Good morning, Vail.
I could definitely take a little bit of information from this because we're talking fall home renovation tips from the co-founder of the Angie app, which is so exciting. Let's take a look.
During the fall, the most common things homeowners start with is cleaning up their exterior. They get the leaves removed, get their yard cleaned up, and they also put away exterior furniture. Fall's also a great time, the change of the season, to remind you to make sure that you're checking the batteries in your smoke detectors and changing those. That change of season's a great reminder. The one thing that we tend to overlook the most is our roof, and it is our first line of defense against this winter weather, so we need to make sure we're taking care of it. So I would encourage you to do an inspection of your roof, but do not get up on the roof. I'm not suggesting that. Do a walk around your house and do a visual inspection from the ground, and if you see any loose shingles, any missing shingles, call a roofer now so that you can get those taken care of so that you're ready for winter. One of my favorite tips for winterizing is to make sure that you've got proper weather stripping around your windows and doors. So in the easiest way to make sure that you have that is to take a lit candle and walk around by your doors and windows. And if that flame starts to flicker, you've got too much draft coming in and you want to add weather stripping. This is an inexpensive, even for most DIY project, and it's going to save you money every month on those heating bills. So I encourage homeowners to ask themselves 3 questions. Do I have the time? Do I have the tools? And do I have the talent for the project? And be honest. And if you answer no, then it's probably best to hire a pro. So one of the tasks that I often see on the fall checklist is gutter cleaning. It's really important to get that water away from our house and prevent ice damming. But a lot of times people tackle that one themselves, even though they might not have the right tools, which is the proper ladder. And unfortunately, a lot of DIY injuries are because of ladders or falling off a ladder. So I encourage people to go ahead and hire a pro for that gutter cleaning. You can go to Angie.com, that's ANGI.com, and we have the fall checklist. We have pricing guides so you know what you'll pay. And if you need help hiring a pro, we're there for you.
Thank you for spending this Saturday morning here on the couch with us. Good morning, Vail. I know it's warm and it's beautiful fall out there, but winter is right around the corner. So definitely head on over to the Dobson Ice Arena, get your ski and snowboard swap on. Have a beautiful day, and we'll see you here tomorrow for more Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies.